Hey everybody, how's it going? Just wanted to talk a little bit, real quick, about something that's really important. I think is this creatorship role, this co-creatorship that we're all stepping into. Maybe not all of us, some more than others, but you know, we talk a lot about moving into new places, doing new things, changing this, changing that, and the reality is that's all within you, right? We say a lot of, there's a lot of stuff in the community, spiritual communities, in life, psychology, all of these things, and it's like constantly over and over and over trying to figure it out, like trying to, still trying to figure it out, right? So if you still think that you're still trying to figure it out, right, then you're always going to be searching. It's like I've always said, we're truthers, we're seekers of the truth, but if you're always seeking, then you're always going to be a seeker and you're never going to find it, per se, right? So it's really important when you're stepping into creatorship roles that you take control of your creations. If you feel things, if you say things, if you do things, as long as you're coming from that place of love and light within yourself, then it's a positive, loving creation. We because of our desire to understand everything and group it all and figure it all out, we give too much power to stuff outside of ourselves, right? Like words or thoughts or situations. Just because you had them doesn't mean that it's the most terrible thing in the world and you have to fix yourself now. All thoughts are available. Hang on a second. Okay, hey guys. Sorry, I'm getting on the road here, so I needed to pause for a second, make sure I don't kill myself. See, right there, that's a great example, right? Like, I'm not really saying that I want to kill myself, but I already know this. This is already known between me and my higher self, right? The intention behind my words has nothing to do, right? So at what point are we giving more power to the word that's being spoken than we have? Or are we giving power within ourselves? Are we keeping the power, right? Like, yes, words have forms, they have vibrations, they have their sense of their own being, right? But where does that come from? It comes from a place. See, we live in the manifestation, the after, okay? The creation starts from the beginning, from before this place, so when we talk, when we do things in this place, often what happens, we think, oh, we're creators, oh man, I just blew it, I wanted this to happen, or I wanted that to happen, and it didn't happen, right? Well, if you look at life through the energetic perspective instead, then you can be like, oh, that's exactly why that happened, was because even though I was going around saying, I love everybody, I love, 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 but I had a tinge of like, yeah, this world, people suck, or, this world, you can't trust nobody, like, I love you, but I don't really trust people, so I don't love, like, fully, or something, you know what I mean? Like, there's all of these things are known by your spirit, by soul, by, source, whatever we want to call it, like, it's already ingrained in who you are and how you are. This is why we have to do the shadow work, and you have to work on, just being loving, but one thing that I often find is we're so stuck in fear or love or one or the other that it's, when you're on your spiritual path and you're growing, you cannot be afraid to face the darkness, right? You can't be afraid. It's like coming to Earth and then realizing what this place is and what's actually going on, and then just pretending like none of it exists because, oh, I'm just love and light, like, and that's all we need to focus on, and that's what's going to change it all. Yes, of course, yes, 100%. But that doesn't mean that these other things that aren't happening aren't, you know what I mean? It's like, even the galactics, even your guides, even our family and ancestors and galactic families, know what's going on, and are in the process of, defending against darkness. I mean, look at the cleanup that's going on. Look at what's going, so don't feel so bad about yourself. You know what I mean? If you're having, you're going through your ascension, you're having a bad day, you have a bad thought, bad, of course, right? It's not about good and bad. We're still being bicameral. That's still that bicameral going on, right? Where if you're still judging things as good and bad, then you're not ascending yourself above it all of it, right? It's not about good and bad. It is for this third dimensional plane, which we're not on technically anymore, but you know what I mean. The 3D is based in duality, good and bad. So yeah, but that's an old paradigm. A lot of the spiritual community is just getting warmed up, or not the spiritual community, or that's always a process, right? But the people who are coming in now, the new people to the spiritual, to this, that are waking up, they're going to go through all of these things, and they're going to go through all the layers of the ego. They're going to go through all the layers of themselves versus their higher selves, which is the same thing, but it's not fully integrated in the body yet, but it's still there. It's still you, it's still, it's, again, it's like calling on your angels and guides and family, which is totally normal because we have them. But the highest realization is that it's all you. Your family is you. Your friends are you. So the people, the beings that you're calling on, right? It's you, right? I was saying this in the medium, in our mediumship courses, that I help teach. And I was explaining to them, because we have a member in the group now who's Sikh, and we talk in the group. We talk about angels, arcane. We say things like this, and he made a really good point, because he said in his culture, they don't. If we started talking about Archangel this, Archangel Michael or whatever, or, all of those people, he's like, that's purely Christian constructs. These are all beings that we don't have in our religion and in our culture. If I walked into, because we're teaching, channeling and mediumship and psychic senses, and we're doing all these things with all these beings, and he's saying, if I went and talked to my people or my culture and said, Archangel Michael, they'd be like, who, what are you talking about, right? So understand, what does that mean? That means that from the beginning, it's an energy first. It's not Archangel Michael or this or that. It's the energy first. It's the ray of what we gave it a name. And I've said this in my on my Tai Chi and the Qigong, and look up the Tao Te Ching, and look up Taoism, right? Just look that up. It'll blow your mind. But the Tao Te Ching is the verses, right? Book of changes. And it says the first verse, the name that can be named is not the eternal name. Okay. Everything we think we're labeling, everything we think we're not, we're just labeling it. We're just labeling it, right? Does it happen because I said the word, or is it already happening energetically? No words necessary, because thought, consciousness creates. So there's, it's very important being the creators, being the stewards, and of holding love and holding light. It's a huge responsibility that even I'm still just learning, all the time. There's always more layers, of embodying love and embodying, harmony and joy and peace and gratefulness and giving, to the world, to this world. But if you can't get yourself caught up, because you have to remember, it's you. You're looking at me, and guess who I am? I'm you, right? I'm this aspect of yourself that aspect told you to watch this video right now. This is how all of this works, with fancy words resonating, whatever. Not that fancy, But it's all these things that we have to like realize, like it's a culmination of every single part of it all. It's coming together of every single aspect of ourselves within each other and as each other and with each other as reflections. Like it's harmony and it's unity, right? And it's not about good and bad and this and that, right? It's very simple. You don't want bad, don't do bad. You want, you know what I mean? Like it's not hard. It's not. But if you're gonna get yourself caught up, or that's what I'm saying, remember not to get so caught up in the he said, she said, right? It's like back in high school. Oh, he said he's ascending, but he's not because he did this and then he did that. No. That's not for you to tell them what they're doing, right? We're here as facilitators to show the way, to be way showers, right? To live the life, to go through the experiences, to do the shadow work ourselves, right? For people who already know this, like I have to do it within my life. I have to. I don't have a choice. It's what I came here to do, So it's like, it's not about, again, and even that, good or bad, or who's at what level, or how, what like, oh, you don't know no spiritual nothing. You don't, right? Because you're wrong. You're wrong. Blah, 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 blah. You're wrong. I'm right. And again, that's ego, right? We're coming from lack and like less and scarcity and lack mentality. And we're going into literal, complete 100% infinite abundance. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? There's nothing to compare with anybody. Well, I mean, we can compare, and that's the fun part, because we're doing different things, and then we get to experience different things. It's the whole point of it's the whole point of God wanting to siphon, fractal himself off into other aspects so he could experience life. Sorry if this thing's going. I don't have the best position in my car for my phone. I gotta get a good one that sticks to the mirror or something, and yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because he, fractals himself. Right, we're just here to experience life. People say, what's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? Just to be here. Maybe it's just to take a nap right now. What's the meaning of life? Listen, calm down. It doesn't have to be. If you're happy, it doesn't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I went golfing today. Oh, I know, golf sucks so bad. What a dumb sport. Who cares? Did you enjoy yourself? Heck yeah. We had a couple beers, drove that cart like a maniac, what I mean? It was nice out. Whacked some golf balls around the field. I totally suck. I think I got a minus 6,400. I didn't even know that was a possible number. You know what I mean? And we had a great time. You know what I mean? I feel like we're missing so many of the core aspects that we all want, right? Because we're getting distracted, guys. We're getting distracted. We're getting too caught up in being perfect, right? And you gotta watch out for that. If you're gonna step into a creatorship role at all whatsoever, which we are, because we're always creating, even when we don't think, you know what I mean? We're always creating. We are creators. The kingdom of heaven lies within. That's why Jesus said this. You know what I mean? Like, it's inside of you. It's not out here. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean we don't come to experience it, right? But definitely, okay, I'm getting there. Definitely, go easy on yourselves and be loving to yourself. The same way you want to see love in the world. Same way you want people to give you love, or you want to get love other people. It's like it all works together, and we're all doing great because it's here. It's anchored. 5D's in. The energy's here. We're good. You're good. I say this a lot too. Just practically think about your life. Think about the past 5 years, whatever, however many years you want to do. All those years of maybe, worrying about, I don't know, bills, or maybe your kids, or the relationship you're in, or your work, or your job, or your family, or your school, all of the any and all of the worry at all that you've had for these past 5 years, did you need any of it? Because we're all like, I'm still here. You know, past 5 years of my life, I could have just decided to complain never, and I'd still be here, you know. I'd still be alive. But then I also feel on the flip side where it's like, yeah, I think we live in a tough world, and it's, you know, it's good to get it off your chest. I think by rejecting it, you know, I think that's a big part of the, you know, problem with it is, you know, people say it all the time. Oh, don't complain because you just create more complaining. It's like, well, yeah, but sometimes you get built up and you got to let it off, you know what I mean? And it's okay. And that's the other half of that, you know, creatorship. You know, if we're going to be creators and we're going to be stepping into this, we got to stop being afraid to talk to people. We got to stop, you know, I mean, yeah, when someone's complaining or something, their energy's, you know, low vibe or they're complaining mode, and, you know, you don't want to be around that or something. But why are you so affected by it? You know, do we not understand that people are upset about life, especially now? You know, and don't get me wrong, yeah, sure. I mean, all of us have, you know, a limit, and that's important to know how you feel. And if we're being particularly empathetic, you know, that day, and we're sensitive, you know, maybe, yeah, okay, let's not hop on the news channels. Let's not hop on social media or something, you know, because I'm going to get upset more easily or something. But, you know, when somebody comes up to me and they're complaining about their day, you know, I don't judge them. I don't look at them like, oh, this person's complaining, oh, this person's in low vibe energy. I already know they are. I'm going to do what I can to help them. And in that moment, the best thing to help that person is listening to them, is letting them get it off their chest. So we really have to step into this creatorship role with loving and open arms, you guys. Like, we're getting too nitpicky on all of the, you know what I'm saying? We can't let that hijack shit happen in the spiritual realm. I am spiritual realm. You are spiritual realm. I choose. Not anybody else, not God that's outside of me, because if it's some God that's outside of me, I'm not listening to him anyways, because that's wrong. There's a wrong that I agree with. God is inside of you. You are, you know what I mean? Kingdom of heaven lies within. Okay? It's not about, you know, even right now, you guys listening to me, it's not about what I'm saying. It's about what you're saying. What are you saying? What are you creating? You know, if you listen to what I say and you resonate with it, great. Use it. Use it for your benefit, right? That's why I watch videos too, you know? Use it for my benefit. Learn from it. Grow from it. Move forward. You know? But if we're gonna revert back all the time into, oh no, don't do this, don't do that, don't say this, don't say that. Well, that's not a free and open and loving world too, right? We all want freedom. You sure? Right? Are you sure about that? You know what that entails, right? Like, that means you're going to have to accept some things in life that you might not agree with. You know? And that doesn't mean terrible things, you know, it just means something that it might not be your jam. And that's okay. It's like music. Maybe you're rock and you're not R&B, you know? Does it mean all R&B is bad? No, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day. They said, or yesterday, on the phone, and she was talking to me. She says, we're talking about music. And she says how she doesn't really like rap, you know. And then I was just like, no, I get you there. I said I like it because, you know, I like the energy, you know, but mostly I like, you know, like hip hop, you know, like Common, Talib Kweli, you know, like Tribe Called Quest, you know, back in the day. But like, you know, it is even rap. Like, you know, when I listen to it, like, I understand that plight. You know, I don't agree with the lifestyle. I don't think we should be looking at, you know, hoes, rolls, and bank rolls. What is it? Clothes, holes, bank rolls. You know, it's like, yeah, they're nice things, I guess. You know, but okay, you know. And again, like, are you gonna you know, damn them because that's what they want to do? Like, no. You know, if to live in a truly free world, we're going to be allowed to do what we want to do. But that means that we're not going to be affected by what people are going to do right? And so that's the big, I think, thing that we're all trying to, we all want to live in a great, wonderful world, but we all kind of have a slightly different idea of what that could be. So there's gonna come a lot with what's coming in, and it's really gonna take, you know, all that practicing and all those skills that you've developed to really stand, you know, and not stand up against things, but stand for things, you know, stand, you know, creatorship role, you know. Okay, I gotta go. I'm parked. I gotta get to work, get this day done. I'm so busy, guys. So much coming up. Keep an eye out for our journey to Telos. I'm gonna be hosting a guided meditation in not this weekend, but the next weekend. So what is that? The week of the 20th, I think. So keep an eye out for that. Links will be coming, and then in 2 weeks, which I'm trying to do I still don't know the dates. I should have looked up the dates. Let me see right here. I got a calendar on this thing somewhere, right? Where's the calendar? There it is. So next week is the 20th. Okay, so that's going to be our journey to Telos. 20 or 21st. We'll have to see about that, but keep an eye out for that. And then the weekend 27, 28, and 29, which is going to be a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we're doing an extremely powerful full moon ceremony for anyone who is interested or would like to come. It's a 3-day event, right? So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're going to go through the whole process. It's a complete money abundance, you know, makeover, energetic reconstructing, reconfiguring, and we're going to do a lot of powerful meditations on accepting abundance into your life, accepting, you know, this new energy that's coming, everything. It's going to be awesome. We're going to work with different beings. You can call your guides, bring your guides with you. It's going to be an awesome, powerful thing, and hopefully set you up for what's coming with this new energy, right? This is why we're doing these things. So it's a full moon in Libra. I am your token Libra, and I just know how powerful it's going to be. So it's going to be very balancing. Libra is the scales, as we all know. So come and get aligned. The focus is most definitely going to be on the alignment, the center core chakra alignment. So it's going to be really powerful. I'm really excited, man. I can't wait to teach all this stuff to you. I've been doing all my work behind the scenes and in private sessions with people and stuff. So I'm really excited to bring this to a larger audience, and I'm totally nervous too at the same time. But I can't wait, guys, because, you know, I've never had anything but good testimonials, and anytime Spirit is working with us, man, they're epic every time. So they never disappoint, and I'm just honored to be a facilitator for such amazing energy and healing and transformation. It's the hugest honor in the world. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, me, right? Because this is what I wanted for myself. A creator show. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna go to work. All right, love you guys. See you next time.